What is microorganisms? A microorganism or microbe is an organism of microscopic size which may exist in its single cell form as a colony of cells. What are bacteria? Bacteria are single-cell organisms. Bacteria are found almost everywhere on Earth and are vital to the planet's ecosystems. Some species can live under extreme conditions of temperature and pressure. The human body is full of bacteria, and in fact, is estimated to contain more bacterial cells than human cells. Examples of bacteria: Aquificuta. Aquificuta phylum is a diverse collection of bacteria that live in harsh environmental settings. The name Aquificuta was given to this phylum based on the early genus identified within this group, Aquifix, which is able to produce water by oxidizing hydrogen. They have been found in springs, pools, and oceans. Acidobacteria. Acidobacteria is a phylum of bacteria. Its members are physiologically diverse and ubiquitous, especially in soils, but are underrepresented in culture. Fungi. What is fungi? Fungi is any member of the kingdom of living things, as mushrooms, molds, and rats, that have no chlorophyll, must live in or on plants, animals, or decaying material, and were formerly considered plants. Examples of fungi: Asumycota. Asumycota is a phylum of kingdom fungi that, together with the Basidomycota, forms the subkingdom Dicaria. Its members are commonly known as the sac fungi or Asumycetes. It is the largest phylum of fungi, with over 64,000 species. Zygomycota or zygote fungi is a former division or phylum of kingdom fungi. The members are now part of two phyla of Morocomycota and Zupagomycota. Approximately 1,060 species are known. They are mostly terrestrial in habitat, living in soil or in decaying plant or animal material. Protozoa. What is protozoa? Protozoa are microscopic unicellular eukaryotes that have a relatively complex internal structure and carry out complex metabolic activities. Some protozoa have structures for propulsion or other types of movement. Examples of protozoa: Rhizopoda. Rhizopoda are a broad group of protozoan amoeboid organisms placed in the kingdom Protista. They include the naked, untasted amoebae, some members of the slime molds, and foraminifera. The latter are almost exclusively marine organisms, either benthic or planktonic. Parasitic protozoans. Parasitic protozoans are organisms that are characterized by being one-celled, non-motile, parasitic, and spore-forming. Most of them have an alternation of sexual and asexual stages in their life cycle. An example of sporozoan is the Plasmodium falciparum, which is the causative agent of malaria. Virus. What is virus? Virus is a small collection of genetic code, either DNA or RNA, surrounded by a protein coat. A virus cannot replicate alone. Viruses must infect cells, use components of the host cell to make copies of themselves. Often, they kill the host cell in the process and cause damage to the host organism. Examples of virus are hepatitis. Hepatitis is an infection that causes liver inflammation and damage. Inflammation is swelling that occurs when tissues of the body become injured or infected. Inflammation can damage organs. Researchers have discovered several different viruses linked that cause hepatitis, including hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. Coronavirus. Coronavirus are a group of related viruses that cause diseases in mammals and birds. In humans, coronaviruses cause respiratory tract infections that can range from mild to lethal.